Alright, now let's continue on our login form. We have designed something like this. Now we want to continue on how to increase the input and then arrange the input and how to use the buttons. So before we start, this is our code. And now we have create our form. We have create our form here, and then we add our title, which is we use H1, and then we have our input text, input email, input password, and then we have our button login here. So before we start, this is the form. Make sure that your form, the width is 30 or 60. Those of you who are using mobile phone, you can increase your width to 60 so that you can see it clear, because the font size is different from the laptop. So before we start, we want to talk about the input. So just come into your CSS. And then click here in front of the curly bracket, the closing tag, and then press your enter. You will see a space like this. After that, type in input like this and choose the first input. So choose the first input. After that, type in your curly bracket and then open it like this. So now we have enter our input code. So before we start, you can see that our input here, we have to arrange it. So if we arrange it, we need some code that's called display. It is called display. So just type in display. So after typing display, you will see some code like this. Click on the display. So after clicking on the display, you will see some code. So the display, we have block, inline block, flex box. It's many. We have block. The content is not part. So we have block, flex box, inline block, inline flex, and inline flex box. So this one, we need the block. So when you choose the block, it means that we want our buttons to start from top to down. We want to arrange it from top to down. So after choosing block, let's run our code and see. Nice. You will see that now the input has been arranged. And we have some space here between the last input and the button. We have some space between the last input and the button. So just come into your code and then clean this. Clean the break code. After that, save it. You will see that it will look like this. So now we have arranged our input. But if your input is arranged, then don't choose display. If your input is arranged, don't choose display. Just leave it like that. Now we have write our display box. Now let's go and use our weight. We want to increase the input. So let's use our weight. So write in weight, and then select 90%. 90%. I said the weight, either you use percent or pixels. So let's use 90%. Let's save it and see. You will see that you will get something like this. You can run it and you see that we have increased our weight. Now let's increase our height. So the height, type in 5 VH. The VH means viewpoint height. Viewpoint height. Now let's save it and see. Good. You can see that we have our input like this. Now let's separate it, or let's give it a spaces between the input. So we are going to use some code which is margin. So choose a margin, this margin, and then click on it, margin, and then type in 3%. Now let's save it. After saving it, you will see that we have some space. We have some space between the input. We have some space between the input. Have you seen? Now we have worked with our input and we have some space. The more you increase the margin, the more the spaces will increase. So now let's do it 4. Now the margin, we have increased it to 4. So you will see something like this. Now we are done with the margin. Now let's move on to the button. Let's design the button. Just place your mouse cursor here again and then press enter. Then type in button. Then select your first button. Bring your kilowatt bracket. So inside the button, you don't need display again. We don't need display. So we are going to use height. So make sure that the button, the height, will be the same as the word input. So write in, we have 5 VH. Now let's save it. After saving it, you will see that we have increased the height. Now let's increase the weight. So the weight, let's choose 90%. So this is what you will see. You see that we have increased the button. Now we want to shift it small so that the arrangement will be the same. So in the button we will use some code that's called margin left. Look for margin left. Just type in margin. You see that the code will pop up. Select margin left. After selecting the margin left, type in 3%. After typing 3%, you will see that our input has been what? Arranged. Or let's use 4% and see. 4%. Good. We are going to use 4%. So you see that now we have arranged our input and then arrange our button. Now let's edit the login form. So login form, when we come here, we use H1. So let's come here and then type in H1, then bring your curly bracket. We want to place our text in the middle. So type in test align. So we use test align, then choose center. So this means we want our login form to be in the word middle. So use test align center. Now save it. You see that our test align is in the center. Now let's change the color to white. So color, write white, white. Now let's save it. Nice. Now we have our login form like this. Okay, so we are going to use something called placeholder, because now we have our input boxes like this, and we don't know which one are containing the full name, which one are containing the password, which one are containing the email. So how do we insert a text to display? Maybe enter your full name here, enter your password here, enter your email here. So first, come to your code, your first code, this text. Place your cursor here, and then press a space bar. After that, type in placeholder. You will see something like this, placeholder. The first one, choose the first one, and then type in full name. Inside the double quote, type in full name. Let's save it. You can see that we have full name. We have full name in the input. Have you seen? So after starting writing it, the full name will disappear. When you clean the text, you will see the full name inside it. So let's come here, email, and then type in placeholder again. Select your first placeholder. Inside the double quote, type in email. Now let's come to password, the same. Type in placeholder and then type in password. You will see something like this. The button is not part because the button are not receiving anything. So the button, leave it like that. After that, save it. When you save it, you will see something like this. We have full name, email, and password. Full name, email, and password. So you can see that we have designed our input and then add the placeholders. So now let's change the button color. So come to your CSS here, button. Write in background color. Now let's choose orange. Let's choose orange, and then let's save it. After that, you will see that we have changed our button color. So this is how our forms look like at the end. So this is the basic form. You design the proper one, but this one is the basic form. You want to get the concept. So this is how it is. Practice and send me your work. Thank you.